Right, welcome back to T-Boys TV, people. I hope you're all well. I'm well. Obviously, as you can see, I'm actually doing this Premier League predictions in person with someone. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Alex. Obviously, he's featured on the channel before for the England versus Germany game in the Euros. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, but obviously, we're going to be predicting the Premier League games. Obviously, we'll go through the previous games. So yeah, we'll start it off now, of course. So the first game at the Emirates, Friday night business. Usually Arsenal had a pre-drinks for the weekend, you know what I'm saying? But this week they got a dub, you know what I mean? Well, the weekend just gone, sorry. Beat Aston Villa 3-1. Now me and Lewis both said me and Brad, sorry, not me and Lewis. Both said 2-1 for this game. Lewis, shut up, mate. He comes in with the mugs. Blurry camera. Is the camera actually blurry? Yeah, it's a little bit dodgy. Yeah, it will probably sort itself out. But yeah, Arsenal winning 3-1. Now, I was very surprised with this. Like, no disrespect to Arsenal, but I just thought Villa would play better. The first half, they didn't even have any shots at goal. I was about to say on target. It didn't even have any shots. You know what I mean? But Partey with a goal. Aubameyang with a goal before half time. You know what I'm saying? And then going into the second half, Smith Rowe. Yeah, I'll sort it out, Lewis. It will sort itself out, mate. But yeah, Smith Rowe goal, 3-0, you know what I mean? And then Ramsey getting a goal, late goal, you know what I mean? And then they had a chance after they scored where they could have made it 3-2. Lewis, you're just taking a mick. I swear, I can see myself all right. I'm looking on a different screen. But yeah, they could have made it 3-2. But you know, if they did that, obviously, then Arsenal would have probably been on ropes. But they got the 3-1 win. You have to say fair play. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, obviously the points, no one got any from that game because obviously, you know, it was 2-1. We both said. Like I don't mind. Well, you don't mind. Why are you still going on about it? You know what I mean? But yeah, next game was. Chelsea versus Norwich. Obviously, Norwich, mate. Norwich. Can they just announce relegation already? You know what I mean? Losing 7-0. Mason Mount getting a hat-trick. Now, he hasn't really had a great start. What are you on about by guest on top? I don't know what you're saying there. But, yeah, Mason Mount with a hat-trick. Hudson-Odoi with a goal. Took it well. I said, I don't mind that. I can't see you. Well, why are you still going on about it then? But yeah, Reece James with a goal, great goal. Dink over Tim Krul, you know what I'm saying? Chilwell with another goal. My man keeps scoring in every game. I swear he scored in like 3 games in a row. Last four, there you go, you know what I mean? And then Max Aarons with an own goal. That was very unlucky. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Norwich, I've got a question for you, Alex. I've asked Lewis this, I've asked everyone this. Do you think Norwich will end up getting worse points than Derby when they?
Yes.
You reckon?
100%.
Yeah, man. Like I've said it with them before. Their problem is they don't seem to spend every time they go up. You know what I mean? Yeah. They just think they seem to like to be a yo-yo club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense. Lewis, you weren't even on the predictions unless you predicted that to yourself, but I very much doubt it. But the points on that, we both got a point, obviously. We both expected Chelsea win, me and Brad. I said 3-0. He said 5-0. Excuse me. So he was closer. But yeah, we got a point there. But yeah, Norwich is peak over there. Do you know what I mean? The next game, Crystal Palace versus Mins. You know, that guy is currently the interim manager. You know what I'm saying? Alex's favourite guy. You know what I mean? Shut up, Lewis. What do you think about this stupid comment that he's just said here?
He's a City fan.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, obviously that game ended 1-1. Benteke, that game, he could have got 4 goals, you know. He had a header that he missed, put wide, header that he scored. Both goals that he scored were headers, but the 4th one was not counting due to Newcastle player being fouled. It wasn't him that fouled the player. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, the mad point from that game, it's not even like anything to do with the football. Did you see the banner?
Yeah.
The Crystal Palace had up. Now, I think the first thing that was said there was a bit mad. Other than that, I do have to agree. You know what I mean? The first thing was a madness. If you want to know, go onto Twitter because I'm not repeating it on here. You know what I mean? But yeah, that ended 1-1. You know what I'm saying? From that game, I said 2-1 Palace. It could have been if that Palace player didn't give away a foul. Because that was literally near the end of the game, 87th minute. And Brad actually got 3 points from this because he said that it'd be 1-1. So, yeah. But the next game, another 1-1 draw. Leeds United versus Wolves. Now, I said 2-0 Wolves. I just thought Leeds, you know how open they play. Wolves, you know, they're starting to get the hang of things since Jimenez has come back. Hwang, what a player he is. You know what I'm saying? He got the goal for Wolves, actually, again. It was a rebound. But Rodrigo scoring in the last, 90th plus 4th minute penalty. That was a penalty for me. Did you see that one?
Didn't watch it.
It was a trip over. So, yeah, definite penalty for me. Took the penalty well. Keeper went the wrong way. And, yeah, I suppose it deserves to be a draw. You know what I'm saying? For that, obviously, I said 2-0 Wolves. Brad said 2-1 Leeds. So, obviously, no points there for anyone. But, yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Now, next game was Everton versus Watford. Now, obviously, you lot know, two teams I can't stand. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell happened there from an Everton perspective. Like, banter aside, what's going on with your defending? The amount of times Watford just, you know, found gaps. King getting a hat trick. You know what I'm saying? Loving life. Everton actually going 2-1 up, though. You know what I mean? What did you say, sorry?
What player?
Yeah, he is a good player. I will be real. Lewis said, yeah, let's not say that out here. Tom Davies with a goal. Now, I don't know how that guy scored. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on there? And then King getting the goal. Yo, big up Tyler. Big up yourself, Max. Yeah, big up yourself. Make sure you smash that like button, people, as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, King with a equaliser. And then Richarlison. Now, I can't stand this guy. Hints, because he played for two stupid teams. You know what I mean? But he scored a very good header. I'll be real. You know what I mean? Of course, he celebrated. Lewis says, better not be a Luton fan. No, he's not. He's a Hull fan and a Liverpool fan. But, yeah, shut up, Lewis. But anyway, yeah, so Richarlison getting a goal, proper celebrating in front of the crowd. You know how that mug is. But then Watford just started scoring goals. Like, I remember at Luton, we were singing Watford get battered everywhere they go, because at the time it was obviously 2-1. And yeah, and then they just scored loads of goals, but Everton were just too open. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know if them and Leeds switched roles. Do you know what I mean? How open they were. Yeah, read the comments. Who, me? Lewis said, yeah, you're having your own conversation. Big up yourselves for coming on, though. But yeah, as we said, King getting a hat trick. I have to be real. One Watford player I do rate, obviously, as well as King, is that Hernandez.
Yes.
You know, that guy he's a good player. I'll be real. But yeah, they got their first win under Ranieri. Now in Watford, he'll probably still be sacked by Christmas. But you know, Max also says we play Coventry tomorrow, and I realised even though they beat Fulham 4-1, Luton beat them 5-0. Did you not know that Luton beat them 5-0? You went to that as well, didn't you? Yeah, I went to that. Obviously, you lot know we've vlogged. If they won that game, they'd have actually went top of the league, Coventry. But yeah, man, that was a great win. But yeah, while you don't rate Ben Foster, I think he tries to be a celebrity more than a goalkeeper. You know what I mean? But yeah, and some of the things he says is just, you know, like everyone's like, oh, you only say that because he's a Watford player. No. It's just some of the stuff he says is just like, shut up, mate. But next game, we'll move on at St Mary's. The points on that, I said 1-0 Everton, by the way, and Brad said 2-0 Everton, so obviously no points. Obviously, it finished 2-2 here. Me and Brad both said 1-1, so we got a point. What are you lot saying? King and Dennis are great together. Okay, get the Fosters out. I say you don't like Foster either, do you, Max? I know. No, all right. Maybe it isn't you that. There's someone I know that don't like him. One of my subs, but yeah, it finished 2-2. Now Cornet, what a player he is since he's come to Burnley. What do you think about him? Have you seen much of him, or
He's his own player.
yeah,
He's decent.
yeah, great header on the first goal. They go 1-0 up, celebrate right in front of the fans, the Burnley fans, travelling away fans. Big up themselves that travelled, because that is a long ass journey. I'll tell you that right now. Max says OLE to redeem himself. I think not. We'll touch on that later. But yeah, Cornet with the first goal. Then Livramento getting a goal before half time. Good goal. I believe that's like his first goal for Southampton or something. He's a good player. You know what I mean? Lewis says it was an unlucky defeat for OLE. You're a joker, man. But yeah, then Southampton going 2-1 up, getting a goal in the second half. I believe that guy who scored, he's a 20-year-old that also scored the week before. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. But yeah, then Cornet's getting another goal, 2-2. When I look at that game, I think it's fair. It deserves to be a draw. You know what I mean? But yeah, it could have been worse for them Burnley fans that were travelling all that way. You know what I'm saying? They could have lost. So yeah, looking at that, I think a point's fair enough. Excuse me. The next game, the last game on the Saturday at the Amex, Brighton versus Man City. Lewis, quickly, I want to read this comment. He says, Cornet is a baller, too good for Burnley. Yeah, he is a baller. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see if he can keep it up, and then we can maybe start saying if he's too good for Burnley. Because you know how some players just fall off, don't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, Brighton versus Man City. Now, I said 2-1 Man City. We both said close scores. Brad said 3-2 Man City. Obviously, both got a point from that. City winning 4-1. Now, I suppose it was just one of them games where City's quality was shown. Obviously, last season they had that good game where Brighton won 3-2. Good for Brighton. City already won the league, I believe. Here comes Lewis with his City chance. You know what I mean? But yeah, Gundogan getting a goal. Now, he hasn't really done too much this season. Obviously, nowhere near the level of last season. Obviously, he got a goal. Foden with 2. Since he's come back, he's looked sharp. Good goal against Liverpool as well in the 2-2 draw. People forget about him when it comes to the youngsters, especially after that injury. But now people are starting to remember. Like, even myself, I forgot about him, like, due to that injury. Foden getting 2. And then Brighton got one back, penalty, and then Mahrez ended it, even though it's already ended at 3-1, 3-0, sorry. But yeah, I suppose it was just one of them games where City's quality was shown. So yeah, and I think that's only Brighton's second defeat of the season, or something like that. Lewis also says Bernardo is so good this season. That is facts. He's on a different level, especially with the speculation about him possibly leaving. Now that he had nothing against City, he just said he wanted, he didn't really like the English weather. He wanted a bit of a change. he actually did say that, which was fair enough. You know what I mean? Don't blame him. Excuse me, but yeah, like, he's done well, as you said. He's probably been one of your best players, I would say, at the start of this season. But yeah, moving on now to the Sunday games. I watched this game fully with my stepdad at the London Stadium. West Ham beating Tottenham 1-0.
What a game.
Yeah, what a game. I said 2-1 West Ham. Brad said 2-2, so obviously I got a point. Antonio with a goal. He loves scoring against Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? He loves doing mad celebrations against Tottenham as well. You know what I mean? But it was coming. Pause. But yeah, they scored some good goals. You know what I mean? But yeah, as I said to Brad, previewing this game, I said Tottenham, West Ham have their number now. I feel like look at last season when Lanzini scored that last minute goal. How was that not goal of the season, by the way?
Oh,
Like, I know that Lamella goal was good, but Lanzini's was in the last minute. It was like the last kick of the
what a
game.
strike.
They were 3-1 down or 3-0, whatever it was. The Bale effect, he come on and, you know what happened there. But could you imagine if there was West Ham fans there? Because where he ran over to was actually where the West Ham fans would have been. Yeah, what's Lewis saying now? Some dead City chance. Yeah, whatever. Moving on from that. But yeah, Antonio over goal, but he done what he had to do, and the celebration was mad. But yeah, the atmosphere was immense in there from what I heard from the West Ham fans. Obviously, as I said, people like to banter it with, I need to get binoculars and that. But when you're actually there, you are actually pretty close. Obviously, they're extending it as well. 6,000. So yeah, they've been given permission to do that. But yeah, it weren't a great game until that goal, you know what I mean? But yeah, the atmosphere was electric in there. Just shame the playing style was not the best. Gosh. But moving on from that, now the other game that kicked off at the same time at the Brentford Community Stadium. Obviously, I said 2-2. Brad said 1-0 Brentford. Obviously, you lot know it finished 2-1 to Leicester. Now, from that game, Brentford had some great chances. It's the things where Brentford have lost. Like, you look at the Chelsea game, I felt they deserved something from that game. But you look at it sometimes and you're like, you haven't took your chances, and you could clearly see it. Is it one of your mates? Oh, right, I was going to say. But yeah, as I said, Leicester just couldn't really seem to take their chances. Not Leicester, sorry, Brentford. See, that comment's made me like not even think what I'm saying, right? But yeah, as I said, like Brentford just didn't really take their chances. Tielemans, did you see that goal? Tielemans, every goal he scored. Alex is a lovely man. Lewis, what's he saying? Boom, boom, let me he's. No, less of that. We ain't singing that round here. But yeah, Tielemans, as I said, every goal he scored since he's been at Leicester, they've all been outside the box. Like, that was a rocket, mate. Right in the top right. Absolute screamer. And then Brentford getting an equaliser in the second half. So go 1-0 up. Leicester at half time. Brentford getting an equaliser from a set piece. Good header, you know what I'm saying? And then right at the end, I don't know what happened to the Brentford defence, but I believe it's Daka or Ian Atchell. I can't remember what.
Daka's a baller.
Yeah, he's a baller. But they played it over to Maddison, basically a sweaty goal. Maddison scored, and he celebrated right in front of the Brentford fans. The Brentford fans were, saying some stuff to him. But yeah, he was like shushing them and that. Jack says West Ham are the best. Is he a West Ham fan? Oh, right. Irons. But yeah, we just touched on that game. But yeah, like as I said, Brentford didn't really seem to take their chances in that game. You know what I mean? But yeah, on to the last game of last week. You know what I'm saying?
Lucky.
Oh, what a game, mate. What a game.
VAR.
At Old Trashford. I mean, yeah, Trashford. You know what I'm saying? Man United. Liverpool. You know what I mean? Now, jokes aside, I expected United to be a lot better. Obviously, I said 2-1 to Liverpool. Brad said 2-1 Man United. Obviously, he tried to back his team. I said to him, the best you're getting is a draw. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we slapped them up. We absolutely slapped it. It could have been more. It could have been 10. Seriously, last 15 minutes, we just chilled. You know what I'm saying? I saw Trent and Henderson doing 1-2s. You know what I'm saying? Ronaldo You know, the best chance he had was kicking a 20-year-old Scouser. You know what I mean? But yeah, mate, we just dominated. Like from the start, obviously Naby Keita with the goal. Now, I thought United in the first half had good spells of, you know, quick passing. Luke Shaw had a chance just wide. Alisson would have had that covered, but they had a good shot by, I think it was Greenwood. He had a bit of movement on it. Good save by Alisson. Lewis says OLE in. Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, that was a great save by Alisson. That's all he really had to do, if I'm being totally honest, because that had movement on it. That's why it was a good save. But yeah, Keita with a goal. But United's defending. Luke Shaw and Maguire. Oi, oi, oi. Like, I think Luke Shaw's good. But when they talk about him over Robertson, like, chill. Well then. Get your fucking haircut, Alex, for a reason.
That's long, man.
He actually said that before. He was like, oh, my hair's so long. But yeah, as I said, Keita with a goal. And then Jota with a goal. And then Salah with a hat-trick. Now, Salah is the first ever player to get a hat-trick at Old Trafford in the Premier League. The other player that has got a hat-trick at Old Trafford was the Brazilian Ronaldo in the Champions League. But yeah, Salah, mate, what a player. What a player. Like, yeah, exactly. Week in, week out. He don't care who we're up against. He scores. Even if he doesn't score, he's always got a major part to do. Like, you take out that goal against Watford, for example. I'll read the comments in a minute. Take out that goal against Watford, for example. Look at the pass he done over to Mane. Do you know what I mean? Oh, right, yeah. I will not be reading that comment out loud. Lewis, remember the other day when you nearly got me to say him for the Ballon d'Or when I went Edouard Mendy? Remember that? But, yes, as I said about Salah, he don't care who he's up against. He's just on smoke now. But something that annoys me is when people say, oh, he's really starting to shine now. Like, yeah, he's doing better, but last 5 seasons he's been shining. Do you know what I mean? Like, last season, yeah, we weren't great. Still finished 3rd, but he was still up there in the top goal scorers as well. So, for me, you can't really say that. Yes, yeah, you're a mug for that. But yeah, as I said about Liverpool, like, I expected better from United. Their fans were stressed, and I don't blame them leaving at half time. You know what I'm saying? In the thousands. But yeah, like, banter aside, Ronaldo did score a goal, but it was offside. I knew it was offside. I was saying it on the stream as soon as it got played over, because our defence was exceptional. Obviously, I've done a match reaction with it, so I'm not going to go on for too long. But Konate, what a performance. Obviously, he got chucked in for this game. This is his 2nd Premier League game. Obviously, first game against Palace. But this is, like, everyone was a bit surprised about the lineup. I was surprised Milner was in due to, obviously, I thought Fabinho was all right. Then I found out he's ill. And I was like, okay. Obviously, Milner's been a bit shaky recently. Still the GOAT, you know what I mean? But he's been a bit shaky. Konate in defence, obviously. Matip. Oh, Lewis, mate. Matip, obviously, he's been on form. For me, he's been better than Van Dijk so far this season. Van Dijk's been great, but, you know, bar maybe one little game. But, you know, that was in the pre-season friendly. But yeah, Matip, I was surprised that he was dropped. I weren't annoyed with it because when it comes to defence, we've got 4 really good centre-backs, you know what I mean? So I weren't fussed, but I was surprised with how good Konate actually was. He needs to empty his pockets at some point, preferably before tomorrow, so Ronaldo can actually play against Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? Because he was in them pockets. You know what I mean? But what's Alex laughing at? He's laughing at you, you mug. Jack says Jack Grealish is fit.
I have to agree.
What with that?
Yeah, and the accident.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, gosh. He's laughing at me. He's laughing at both of you.
Jack's just different. Man.
Jack's a different level, isn't he? But yeah, as I was saying, Konate, he's just, you know, I just didn't expect him to play that in a game like that, to be thrown in a game like that, away as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not going to touch on it for too much longer now because obviously I've done a match reaction and that. But yeah, moving on to the games this week. The points, sorry. The points before we move on. I am on 37. The guests are also on 37. Made it level through the Liverpool game. But yeah, it's a draw as it stands. But yeah, we're going to be moving on, of course, to the upcoming games this weekend. Starting off tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff. Lewis said, "Oh no, sorry, I'll read Jack's comment. I'm a funny guy." Lewis puts, "We still planning on meeting for the Blackpool game." Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. That looks like I'll be staying up north for a couple of days as well because for my work, it looks like I'll be working in Liverpool. So you can either meet on the Saturday or the Sunday or both. It's up to you. Boo. Yeah. Well, whatever. But yeah, 12:30 kickoff tomorrow at the King Power. Leicester City taking on Arsenal. Now, obviously, Arsenal look like, I wouldn't say they're back, but they look like they're starting to do a lot better. Their last game that they got a win against Leeds in the Cup. Obviously, Leeds rotate quite a bit. So did Arsenal. But yeah, Leeds are more focusing on the league because obviously they're not doing too great in that. But last league game, obviously beat Villa 3-1. Leicester also coming on the back of a win, even in the League Cup, beating Brighton and obviously beating Brentford in the league. Now, for me, Leicester have still been shaky at times, especially at the start of the season. Arsenal was starting to, as I said, I wouldn't say they're back, but they're starting to, do bits. And I think it's going to be a loss for Leicester. I'll be totally real. I think it's going to be a tight game, but I think Arsenal are going to get another win here. I'm going to go with a 2-1 to Arsenal. What are you going with?
1-0 Leicester.
1-0 Leicester, yeah? Let's just make a note of that before I do that. Lewis is saying 2-all. Who else is coming? I'm not too sure yet. 2-2. He also says beating Brentford isn't for everyone. Shut up, mate. Chelsea were lucky. Again, I know you're not a Chelsea fan, but Chelsea, for me, didn't deserve 3 points against Brentford. And City, you haven't even played them yet, have you? No, you ain't played them. Lewis, mate, that might age well for when you play them, so you might need to relax, mate. You know what I mean? To relax them gums. But I'll big up James. You know what I'm saying? Unlucky earlier, mate. 2-1 Leicester. Fair enough. I just think Arsenal will do it, mate. I think, as I said, not Brentford, sorry. Leicester have been a bit shaky. I know they're doing well in the recent games, but Arsenal are also unbeaten in the last 8 games, I think. So, I don't know about Arsenal. Oh, okay. I was about to say, you haven't even played them yet, so that makes sense. I thought you was on about us as well, because we drew 3-all, but trust me, all the top 6 teams are going to struggle. Chelsea struggled, but they're lucky to get 3 points in that game for me. Mendy had a great game, don't get me wrong, but Brentford also hit the post twice, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, there's that game. Now, next game, Alex's favourite team, you know what I'm saying? That Vicarage Road.
Southampton. Come on.
Watford taking on Southampton. Now, I do Super 6. This was actually one of the games. I think, obviously, I'll go through the last games. Watford getting that bizarre 5-2 victory away at Everton. I don't really care who wins that game. Don't like them both. And then, obviously, Southampton drawing to Burnley. Lewis says 2-1 Watty. I'm not going to read that comment above. But yeah, obviously, what was I saying? Southampton, yeah, drawing 2-2. James says 2-0 to Watford. I'm going to go, I think it's going to be a Desmond. I'm going to go for a 2-all.
2-1 Watford.
2-1, yeah? 2-1 to the Mugs. Is that what you reckon, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Make a note in it. You know me. Always forget, mate. What do you say? 2-1, yeah? Yeah, no, I think it's going to be Desmond. I don't know. But yeah, I could definitely see him winning. If someone's going to win, no, I hate to say it, but it's probably going to be them. Yeah, right, there's that. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you... I ain't reading that, mate. Next game, 3 o'clock game, hence why I'm going to the Luton game this weekend. At Anfield, Liverpool taking on Brighton. Now, I believe Brighton have only had like 2 losses, so it's not going to be a walkover for me, in my opinion, anyway. But we should still have enough. We're at home. We're the only team in Europe unbeaten. Every league. I think it's going to be similar to when we played Palace, them sort of games at Anfield. I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory to Liverpool. Lewis says, going to Barrow tomorrow. Are you home or away? And who are you playing? And where are they in the league? But yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-0 Liverpool clean sheet. You still going with what you said off camera earlier, which was a 3-1.
Yeah, Salah to score a break.
Yeah, I think Salah's going to score again. Mate, as I said, he don't care who he's up against at the moment. Do you know what I mean? He's just different level. Right? He's showing Ronaldo. Obviously, I know Ronaldo's like the GOAT now.
Messi's better.
Well, there you go. But like out of them two, Salah's starting to be in that conversation for me. Like now, not like the whole
100%.
career. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll go over 2-0. You go over 3-1. But yeah, like I rate Brighton. You know what I'm saying? Good manager. I don't think he's as good as certain people make out. I'll be real, but I think he is good. They got some. What am I on about Brighton? They got some good players as well, but I just think because we're at Anfield, we should be able to do it. And we're still unbeaten. James. Yeah. By the way, James says some mad predictions. 4-0 Liverpool. He's going. Jeez. Rochdale, they're right behind us. Oh. 3-1 Liverpool. Lewis is going for the same with you. Alex is done at it. He made him proper laugh, man.
Why did you put that on there?
Nah, it's all right. It's all right, mate. Oh, God. Big up everyone on the stream, though. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. Excuse me. God's sake. Next game, they've done a lot of good 3 o'clock games tomorrow, which I'm annoyed about. They started to do that a lot in this season. Next game at St. James's Park, Newcastle. You ain't got the money now. Lewis, shut up. Obviously, Newcastle taking on Chelsea. I think this is going to be a storm, easy one for Chelsea. I'll be real. I know Newcastle, obviously, it's the first time Steve Bruce has been out of the club. They're going to be even more buzzing. Obviously, Mike Ashley and Steve Bruce not there. But your money's not here yet. I know you meant to put B right back, so yeah, that's cool. But yeah, as I said, the money's not there yet. Chelsea obviously going for the league. Graham Jones, my man, don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's a good coach, as I've said on videos before, but manager, no, less of that. But yeah, I'm going with before I say my prediction, James is going 5-2 or 5-0 Chelsea. Jeez. See what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
What
I was
one?
going to say 5-2.
5-2. Jeez. Yeah, you lot go mad predictions. So there's yours, yeah? 5-2.
Yeah, 5-2.
I'm going to go over 3-1 Chelsea. I do think they'll score. Don't get me wrong. Callum Wilson. Have you see the goal he scored against Palace? Over red kick. No one was really talking about that, was they? But yeah, he scored a good header against Tottenham as well. So I think he'll score again. But I know the atmosphere is going to be rocking. But Chelsea are just, as I said, they're going for a title, and Newcastle, you ain't got the money yet. Do you know what I mean? So, I just think it's going to be quite an easy one for Chelsea. I think they'll be able to exploit that defence. Chilwell's probably going to score again. Because he is on smoke at the moment.
I didn't block you.
Wait, what's this about? Alex, you monkey blocked me. He said he didn't. 4-1. Fair enough. What did you say? 5-2?
Yeah, 5-2.
5-2, yeah. What's the time, Newcastle fans? 5-2, yeah? 5 to what? You know what I mean? That's what it's going to be like if he gets... Big up everyone on this, by the way. I didn't expect 7 people on this. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already, but I can't add you.
On what?
Oh, no, that might be because your Snap's
Yeah,
deactivated.
Snap's deactivated.
Yeah, Snap's deactivated. That's why. But yeah, go on. Was you going to say something?
No.
All right. Another 3 o'clock game. Another good game to have at 3 o'clock. At the Etihad. I mean, yeah, the Etihad. Man City taking on Crystal Meth FC. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Palace, unlucky, if I'm being totally honest, against Newcastle. Man City obviously slapped up Brighton. That was the quality, as I said earlier. For me, I think City will win this. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, though. I'm going to go with a 2-0. Lewis is going for a mad 5-1.
3-0.
3-0. 1-0. See what I'm saying? James goes for some mad predictions with his chest. What did he say there? Wow, imagine. Oi, Lewis, mate. You need to relax on that guy. I think you love that guy. The amount of times you're mentioning him. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you go 3-0, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see it being... You know, like when they played Burnley, except this season, they scored loads. I can't see it this time round. What did I say? 2-0. You said 3-0. Shitty. You know what I mean? In the Man City vibes around here. Right. Moving on. What's everyone saying? You fall for it. Yeah, I do, to be fair. I will be real. Why is deactivated? It's not my business.
Long story, bro.
Yeah, innit? Next game. Now, James is actually going to this. Safe travels, and I hope you enjoy it. Burnley at Turf Moor, you know what I'm saying? Taking on Brentford. Now, obviously, Burnley drawing 2-2 with Southampton. Brentford just couldn't seem to take their chances against Leicester, except the goal they got. They've been unlucky at times, as I said, like the Chelsea game, for example. For this game, I think Brentford will bounce back. It's going to be tough, obviously, at Turf Moor than the new. Well, I always say that they're the new Stoke, but they've been in the Premier League long enough now. But for me, you know how it is, physical side, tough place to go. Tell me after this live, that's if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? You know. But yeah, for this game, as I say, I think it's going to be tough for Brentford. Lewis says 3-2. Interesting. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Brentford.
0-0 ball draw.
Wait, Brentford will lose. 0-0 ball draw, you reckon? Jeez. Stupid thing, man. Yeah, I know Brentford have a lot of players missing. But, you know, Burnley, I don't think they'll get relegated, as I've said. They always find a way. Do you know what I mean? You know, Sean Dyche, he is a right manager for me. He's not great, but he's all right. He's not like, you know, he's not a dead manager. Yeah, go for a 0-0 draw there. James, jeez, 4-0 you reckon Brentford away? I don't know. Brentford don't have their main goalkeeper. That is very true. I found that out earlier. Raya is out, but I think their backup's all right. To be fair, obviously not a level of Raya, but I think he's all right. So yeah, I think it'd be 2-1. Next game. Now, for me, this should be the 4:30 on the Sunday. It's called the El Sacaco or El Sacco. I don't know why I said Sacaco. You know what I mean? But Tony Hatch. See what I'm saying? This guy says some mad things, my cousin. You know what I mean? But yeah, Tottenham taking on Man United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You know what I mean? Good stadium, but change the name up. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, taking on Man United. Obviously, they are Tottenham won against Burnley 1-0. Our backup started in the league last year. For what team? But yeah, I know he's all right. I just can't remember who he played for. But United, obviously, got slapped up to us. Tottenham, what do they do in the league?
Lost 1-0 to West Ham.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, they're both coming on the back of an L. Husky, yeah, that's his name. Lewis, that is not true. But yeah, for me, everyone's saying, "Oh, Man United are going to win. Man United are going to win." For me, I don't think that will happen. I think it's going to be a draw. I think they're both going to want to get a win. Both come on the back of an L. They both want to bounce back. God's sake, Lewis. But yeah, for me,
It's going, man.
yeah, trust me, I'm going with a 1-1.
3-2 Man United.
Interesting. What are you lot saying? I was thinking 1-1 or a Desmond. I think it'd be 1-1.
6-1 Spurs.
Lewis hopes it's that. 3-3 draw with a red card. Jeez, James, you say some mad thing. So, mate. What did you say, sorry? 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2
Man United. Yeah, moving on to the Sunday games. If I get so bored, I'll probably end up watching this game somehow. Norwich taking on Leeds. Obviously, Norwich got 2 points, both draws, of course. In the last game, got slapped up to Chelsea. Embarrassing. I know it's Chelsea, but come on, man, like 7-0, you know. Like, and then Leeds draw to Wolves. As I said, probably deserved to be a draw. For me, Leeds have to win this game, surely. Surely they've got to win this game. I don't think it's going to be easy, though. James, no, I'll read that, sorry. Lewis says, 3-2 Spurs, Maguire and Ronaldo centre, imagine. 2-0 Leeds, 2-1 Norwich, interesting. Don't get me wrong, they can win this game because Leeds are not doing too great, but I think it will be a Leeds win. I think
second season
syndrome. Yeah, that's what I've been saying recently. For me, it's going to be very tight. I'm going to go with a 2-1 to Leeds.
Norwich have it in the bag, 3-1.
3-1 Norwich. Jeez.
They ain't got Bamford.
True say.
Phillips is carrying a little knock. Rafinha's carrying.
Well, you still don't rate Phillips?
No, I think he's alright.
He's
carrying
alright.
a knock, so he might not play.
Yeah, Rafinha's. He weren't too great in the Wolves game, if I'm being totally honest. Who else they got?
Many didn't look good against Arsenal.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could see a Norwich win, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Norwich are a waste of space. My guy Alex, I don't know why you're saying that. God. Next game. Now, this should be the 5:30 game for me. Like, the teams are doing well, don't get me wrong, but I feel more people are going to tune in to Man United versus Spurs, or Spurs versus Man United, shall I say. But Aston Villa at Villa Park taking on West Ham. Now, West Ham obviously beating Spurs. Villa, what did they do again? Aston Villa.
Throw it away, didn't they?
I can't even remember what Aston Villa did. No, I mean, what did they do? Oh yeah, lost 3-1 to Arsenal. Yeah, that's it. So obviously West Ham coming on the back of a dub. What's their face? What is their face? Aston Villa taking a L. James says 2-1 West Ham, and that is exactly what I'm going for. It's going to be a very tough place to go. You know how the atmosphere is when it's rocking inside there, but yeah, I have to agree with that. I think West Ham will pull it off. I think it's going to be a goal in the 75th minute to win the game. So yeah, I'm going with a 2-1 West Ham.
2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. Interesting. And then one more game after that, which is the Monday game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll dive into that in a second. So 2-1. Oh yeah. Right, so now last game, Monday night football. Oh, sometimes I hate watching this, I can't lie. And yeah, I don't like it when one of these teams are playing, especially on a Monday night, which they tend to do a lot. At Molyneux, Wolves taking on Everton. Now, obviously, Wolves getting a draw with Leeds. Everton getting slapped up. Yeah, see you later, Lewis. I was about to click on that. But yeah, Wolves taking on Everton. Obviously, Wolves at home, they can create a very good atmosphere when they want to. Obviously, Everton will want to bounce back after that shocking defeat to Watford. James says 0-0. I mean, it is Monday night football. You know what I mean? Lewis just put some emoji. For me, I think it's going to be a Wolves win. I think it's going to be another tight game. I'm going to go. You know what? I'll say a tight game. Yeah, see you later, Lewis. Big up yourself for coming on. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 5-goal thriller. Actually, I think it's going to be that good. So yeah, I might have to tune in after I said that to that game. But I'm going to go 3-2 to Wolves.
1-0 Wolves. Can't lie. It's gonna be a dead game.
Yeah, is that due to the Monday night football?
Yeah. No one good to watching it. So.
Yeah, well, Everton tend to be on it a lot. So there you go, mate.
If Gilfie Sigurdsson plays, you don't know.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God. 3-2 Wolves. Yeah, people, that seems to be the Premier League predictions done in under an hour, which is a madness. Big up everyone that's on. You know what I'm saying? I hope you all enjoyed it. And make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm just trying to think, because when I usually do these quite early, finish them quite early, I'm trying to think, is there any other topics that have come out? Not that I can think
West
of.
Ham getting taken over.
Yeah. Actually, something I'm going to dive into, the Liverpool game. I'm going to do a lineup that I would play. Because there's been some news that's come out about who's available and stuff like that. So for me, I'd go Alisson in goal, of course. We can't even put Kelleher in goal because he's ill. And Adrian, yeah, he played well the other night, but come on, don't play him in this. Trent right back, Robertson left back, or do I go Timber? No, I'll go Robertson because Timber's also played the other night. Centre backs, I would go Van Dijk and Matip. And then midfield. Now this is where it's interesting. Obviously, still no Harvey Elliott. Who do I think will get a Newcastle job? I'll dive into that in a minute. And Alex, you can say your thoughts if you want on that. But so midfield, Curtis Jones obviously back. We know that for the United game. Keita's injury is not as bad as it seems, but he's not available. Or is he available? No, no, he's not. Sorry. Milner obviously not available. Thiago's back in training, but he's not fully ready. So the midfield for me, Henderson, of course. Ox, Jones. That has to be my midfield, I can't lie. And then front three, can't drop Firmino at the moment. Salah on the right, of course. Mane on the left. So yeah, that's the lineup I would play. I didn't even touch on it earlier, so I thought it's only right to touch on it now. But yeah, we're gonna answer this question now. For me, obviously on my Premier League, when the news come out, obviously I've done a video on it. I said a mad thing, like player, I could see it happening. I said Coutinho, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought he'd want to come back to the Prem and, money's being thrown at him. He'd take that. Barcelona is not really working out. Manager, I might have changed my mind. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, before I say that, who do you think, Alex?
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe?
It's a great manager.
It's good shit. Yeah, underrated manager. Obviously, you know what he done with Bournemouth. Kept him in the Premier League for a lot of years as well. But yeah, for me, I said a madness. I'm not even going to say it on here. You can check that out if you want to. But yeah, for me, talks at Gerrard, but no, I couldn't see that. Do you know what I'm saying? I could see Gerrard at like maybe a Brighton, but for me, I'm going to say, because for me, for them to get a world class manager, they have to get like, some big players, and it won't be straight away. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to read this out quickly. Alisson, Robertson, I know you meant Kanate, Van Dijk. I mean, if Kanate is at the back, I don't mind, but obviously he's played quite a lot of games recently. So yeah, I'll put Matt back in. Trent, Henderson, Jones, Milner. Milner's not available. Mane, Firmino, Salah, Robbo. Yeah. But yeah, back to this. For me, yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Alex. I think Eddie Howe, yeah, because I've heard he wants to come back in as a manager.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be great for him. Yeah, I think that would be great for him.
Great little manager.
Able to spend a lot of money, which he wasn't really able to do. And I think that'd be sick for him. And I think he deserves that, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, I agree with you on that. But yeah, I don't really think there's anything else to really talk about. As you said, the West Ham owner thing. It's already looking good for West Ham at the moment. You know how they were last season. They're starting to carry on with it this season. But yeah, it's a madness with takeovers. Hull, you know what I mean? Have you heard about their potential takeover? So yeah, it's all mad. But until it actually comes out, you know what I'm saying? Then it'll probably be a topic to talk about. But yeah, I'm probably going to wrap it up here. I'm not even going to lie. But yeah, I'm just going to go through content that's coming up again. Remind you lot. So obviously tomorrow, a vlog to the Preston versus Luton game. They won't come out until Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then Monday, you've got Champions League predictions. I'm not too sure who I'm going to get on for that yet. We'll get someone on for that. But yeah, and then I'm going to the Luton game on Tuesday. So another vlog. You know what I'm saying? That'll be out in the evening. Or either early in the morning on the Wednesday. And then obviously watch along to Liverpool Atletico Madrid game. I believe that's who we got at Anfield. So yeah, keep your eyes out, people. And yeah, appreciate coming on, Alex. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
And yeah, tell the people where they can find you.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Alex_Harden. And yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, hopefully, obviously we'll be doing more content together. You know what I'm saying? He might chip in on the vlog tomorrow, obviously if he wants to and that. But yeah, people, big up everyone that came on, big up everyone that liked, big up everyone that's already subscribed. And yeah, make sure you smash a like on your way out if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you guys in a bit. And I'm sure Alex will too. So yeah, take care and peace.